What happens when you combine the precision engineering of German automobiles with the meticulous craft of Swiss watches? If your answer was an ultra-compact car for annoying people, there's something deeply wrong with you. But you're right. The world watched with morbid curiosity as two notorious manufacturers of expensive shit for rich people decided to try their hands at an affordable eco-conscious compact. Meet the estranged love child of Kronos and Benefactor, the Panto. The only car to be considered too small for Issy owners and too pretentious for dilettante owners. An impressive feat on its own. The Panto gets its name from the stage art of pantomime, a slapstick comedy for the youth with subtle meaning for everyone else. The Panto's presentation is cute and cartoonish to onlookers, while to anyone else on the road it looks pretentious and very puntable. Just like a play, the Panto is a performative act that makes others feel insecure and angry when they don't understand it. Plus, it just sort of feels like one of those companion pieces to those tiny houses for millionaires, mock pretending they're just like the rest of us. A common misconception is the Panto will crush up like a stress ball after an SUV blind merges it into oblivion. While the driver might feel a slight rearranging of their bone and tissue, the Panto's egg-shaped superstructure barely even creases thanks to its protective shell design. Most of the practical tests seem to suggest the Panto has a moderate to safe crash rating, though there are a few tests we tried that might concern you. Anyways, being a microcar, it's no secret the Panto's target demographic have never seen what the city limits look like. Besides its fantastic MPG rating, road trips outside the city would be impractical at best and torturous at worst. By design, this microcar can't carry more than 2 uncomfortable passengers and a case of alcohol-free pisswasser. Panto ownership was dominated by 3 archetypes: hipsters, enthusiasts, and environmentalists who couldn't actually be bothered to use a bicycle. While the environmentalists went electric, and hipsters claim they were only ironic hipsters, one group still remains, leaving lots of enthusiasts to make Panto ownership their whole personality, giving their cars personalities and names, like Hank. You know who you are. Over time, people dropped their Pantos like New Year's resolutions once they realized it was only really good at parallel parking and implying you weren't compensating. And that's because the microcar is practically extraterrestrial in the land of the free refills, sticking out like a sore thumb amongst the plains of 8-lane highways and multi-acre parking lots. In other words, Europe's trendy solution for cobblestone side streets and tight city centers was pompous slacktivism in the continent built for cars. So they stopped selling them here. Can you believe the LSPD nearly considered a contract for these as enforcement vehicles? Maybe for meter maids and pursuing aggressive cyclists, because I can't find another reason. Speaking of which, let's move along to performance, or lack thereof. The Panto's anemic 3-cylinder gives the driver a sensation that can be best defined as nuanced change in forward momentum, producing a horsepower rating somewhere in the double digits, meaning it can easily outrun most lawnmowers and farm equipment. Hell, give it enough road and it might even overtake a Brioso or an Issy from 60 years ago. But credit where it's due, the Panto does laps around its eco-friendly rivals. Except that's not a lot of credit, considering a Weevil can do faster laps. Now, assuming you get this thing to speed, you'll notice 2 things. 1. There are forklifts with smoother drivetrains. And 2. The Panto is about as stable as a minimum wage job. It doesn't matter how well you time the gears, it shifts like your first time learning stick, and the wheelbase will spin out at any speed if it doesn't topple over first. The Panto is built like a go-kart without any of the fun, so if you want to use your Panto like a go-kart, you'll need some serious modifications. Apparently enough people got together with the same idea and made a Panto racing club. But there's even stories of people dropping in superbike engines. Ultimately, there are better ways to save the planet. You don't need to do it with a car that's the same size as a bus stop. Just take the bus instead. Let's be honest with ourselves, the point of most Panto ownership outside of Europe isn't sustainability. its attention. You may as well paint it bright pink and cover it with stickers if you really care about turning heads. Love it or hate it, the Panto will always be more than just a footnote in automotive history. Like a fashion trend, it took us all by surprise and challenged our understandings of what a sustainable future could look like, for about 40 seconds.